out, see if they want to shield. If they don't, it's going to do quite a bit of damage. Oh my goodness. Super effective. Take out this Empoleon, and one Volt Switch does the trick. For Ampharos. This is the matchup we want in this battle, guys. Welcome everyone. In this video, we are featuring a very fun team for the XL League. I mean, Ultra Premier League. These are the first battles for the Ultra Premier, and had a lot of fun with this team, guys. It's pretty effective in this Ultra Premier League. We are running Escavalier in the lead. We've got Kingdra as our safe swap, and we've got Ampharos in the back. Had a lot of fun with this team, guys. It is very effective with this meta that we see in the Ultra Premier League, guys. We've got Escavalier, so the thought process behind this team is to build around the weaknesses of our Escavalier. What's Escavalier weak to? Fire. So we've got two Pokemon, particularly fire/flying types, like Charizard and Talonflame. Those were what I was eyeing. So we've got Kingdra as our safe swap. Kingdra massively resists fire damage, and it's just a beast as a safe swap. It's one of the best Pokemon in the Ultra Premier League, and as you can see, we powered up this bad boy. I've been sitting on it for a while. I decided, Kingdra's probably the best safe swap in the Ultra Premier League. If you guys can think of a better one, let me know in the comments. But I wanted to run this thing as a safe swap, and I powered it up. Cost a little bit of dust, but that's okay. I don't mind. And so Kingdra massively resists fire damage, guys. So it's going to be very effective up against those XL Talonflames, Charizards, and also we've got Ampharos. Ampharos with that electric typing for those fire flyers hits for super effective. So very strong team, guys. I had a lot of fun with it. This team is also built to address a very common line that you see in the Ultra Premier League, and that would be Empoleon in the lead with double Dragon in the back. You typically see Kingdra and Dragonite in the back. So this team is very effective up against that very, very powerful yet common line that you often run into. So very strong team, had a lot of fun with it. Ampharos is very tanky. We're running Dragon Pulse. That's a Community Day move. You can run alternatives, but I've got Dragon Pulse, and I had a lot of fun with it. So without further ado, let's get into these battles. Guys, you're really going to see how effective this team is in the Ultra Premier League. It's so much fun. And do give a subscribe. It helps the channel out quite a bit, guys. But here we go. We've got Venusaur in the lead. Venusaur wants no part of our Escavalier, and they swap into a Kingdra. We go into our Ampharos. This is why we've got our Dragon Pulse. This will do super effective. So what we're going to do in this matchup, guys, is we're just going to constantly be threading with a potential Dragon Pulse. And they do shield. They saw it. We farmed up to it. We're just going to go straight Thunder Punch here. They did build up to an Outrage, so we are going to absolutely shield that up. That would hurt quite a bit. But we're just going to keep building up to Dragon Pulse, threaten with it, but just go straight Thunder Punch. It's going to be more energy efficient, and it hits for neutral with that Water Dragon typing. Get one more Thunder Punch off here and see if they want to shield. If they don't, this will be taking them out, and they do let it go down. That's okay. They come back in with Venusaur. We are not very good up against Venusaur with Ampharos. Those electric type attacks are resisted, so we're going to go for a Dragon Pulse on our way out. And if this lands, it'll hit for quite a bit of neutral damage, and that is nice. Very nice. We do go down. We're going to wait down the switch timer here because Escavalier is such a hard wall to Venusaur that I'm expecting an aggressive swap. Yeah, they go into a Dragon Breath Gyarados. We go into our Kingdra. They're doing super effective damage with this Dragon Breath, but we do resist any potential Aqua Tails. They hit us with a Crunch. We let that go through. That's okay. And we're going to try and get off a Octazooka, which has a 50% chance to debuff. So we want to take a little bit of the sting off of those Dragon Breaths before we go down, even though it is resisted by Escavalier. You can never be too safe in Pokemon Go Battle League, if you know what I mean. They do throw an Aqua Tail. We do shield that up. And we're going to get off this Mega Horn here, guys. This is resisted, but it is going to hit so hard, and that takes out that Gyarados. Massive resisted damage. And this is all a mere formality here, guys. We are a hard wall to Venusaur. We resist the Vine Whips. We resist Frenzy Plants. You saw that Frenzy Plant did very little to us. Even for such a hard-hitting move, that does just about barely anything. And we're going to get off this drill run here and say bye-bye to this Venusaur, guys. Escavalier is kind of a sleeper pick, I think, in this Ultra League. But that's going to be a good game. Very nice. I did seriously consider going with Acid Spray on Escavalier, but ended up going with Mega Horn. It's a hard-hitting move with Stab, so we've got Galvantula on the lead here. Okay, this is a pretty neutral matchup. We can stay in here. It's not too bad. They're hitting for neutral with their Volt Switches, and we are resisting any potential lunges, so we can just let that go through, no problem. We're going to build up here a little bit, anticipating an aggressive swap. They were probably trying to catch a drill run, but little do they know we've got a hard-hitting Mega Horn coming right their way. Boom. There we go. And that was a debuffed Mega Horn. So they come in with Mandibuzz. We go in with our Ampharos. We're going to be doing super effective damage with our Volt Switches and Thunder Punches. So this is a pretty comfortable matchup for Ampharos. Ampharos is relatively tanky, so we can let all these foul plays go through. And we're pretty comfortable in this matchup here. This is why I wanted Ampharos on this team for these flyers. Because going with Mega Horn on Escavalier and Drill Run, both of those moves are resisted by flyers. So you got to have some strong coverage for flyers. We're going to get off this Dragon Pulse on our way out. See if they want to shield. If they don't, it's going to do quite a bit of damage. Oh my goodness. Oh man, they probably thought they had a Thunder Punch coming their way. But we do CMP tie on that potential Thunder Punch. They're going to take us out here. That's okay. We can come right in with our Escavalier. They come in with Jellicent, and we go into our Kingdra. This is a nice matchup for Kingdra. We are resisting. It's a Bubble Jellicent, which is the recommended fast move for Ultra Premier. We're going to shield up this Bubble Beam. I lost track of the energy. They only did 4 bubbles. I should not have shielded that. It was an obvious Bubble Beam, but that's okay. No big deal. We're going to get off this Octazooka. We did build up to Outrage, so they have to respect that, and it does debuff. Man, Octazooka is so nice with that 50% chance to debuff. It's awesome. But they did build the build up to Shadow Ball, so we're going to shield that up. Get off another Octazooka. We want to debuff as much as we can when we're down on shields, because Kingdra is pretty tanky, and having a debuffed charge attack hit it is even better. So they're going to hit us with another Shadow Ball here, but they've been debuffed, so that does very little, and we're going to just Dragon Breath down that Galvantula. I don't know why they swapped out there, but that's a good game nonetheless. Guys, if you like seeing Kingdra put in work up against that Jellicent, do give a subscribe. Helps the channel out quite a bit. But we are met with a Drifblim on the lead. This is a terrible lead for Escavalier. We got to get right out of there. We go into our Kingdra Seam Swap, and they come in with an Alolan Ninetales. Okay, not a great matchup for Kingdra, guys. They resist our Dragon Breaths and any potential Outrages. So we're going to go straight Octazooka here, get some debuffs off on this A9 here. And they did build up to Dazzling Gleam, so we're absolutely going to shield that, and we do correctly call that. I do believe that if they bait to get shields down, they win this matchup pretty cleanly. But it's a tough spot. You got to call the bait, and yeah, it's rough. But we do get off another Octazooka, and we do debuff them again. And they did build up to Dazzling Gleam again, so we got a shield. We got to maintain alignment, guys. We cannot have that Drifblim on our Escavalier. It's just a terrible matchup. It just walls Escavalier. They come in with an Empoleon. Okay. We're going to get off this Outrage here, guys. This is resisted, but it does quite a bit of neutral damage to this Empoleon. And we are resisting those waterfalls as well. We're going to try and get off another Octazooka and debuff them. They hit us with a Drill Peck and swap into Drifblim again. That's questionable. They probably should have stayed in with Empoleon, but we do get off that Octazooka, and it does debuff. Very nice. We go right into our Ampharos. This is the matchup we want in this battle, guys. Ampharos does super effective damage with Volt Switches and Thunder Punches, and they have been debuffed, so we are not concerned about any potential Shadow Balls in this matchup. And they do Icy Wind Dust. That is questionable as well. When shields are down and you're Drifblim up against an electric type, just go straight Shadow Ball. You're going to do a lot better. But we do get to another Thunder Punch. Shields are down, so this is going to hit for super effective. And that nearly takes out that Drifblim. My goodness. They come back in with Empoleon. We're going to try and fast move this thing down, but we do hit some lag, made me nervous. So we're going to get this Thunder Punch off here. Hit for super effective, take out this Empoleon, and one Volt Switch does the trick on that Drifblim. Good game. Very nice. Guys, let me know what you're thinking about this team so far. Let me know in the comments. It's very effective in this Ultra Premier League, guys. But we are met with a Crobat in the lead. Okay, another terrible lead. And this game really frustrated me, guys. We're standing way too long on this Crobat. You just don't run into them that often. You might see a lot more of them with the updates to poison type moves, but I just wasn't used to seeing it, and I stayed in way too long. And then I do go into my Kingdra finally, and we do let them hit us with a Shadow Ball. Not great. They go into their own Kingdra and just farm us right down. So we are off to a terrible start in this matchup, and at this point, I was like, my goodness, what is going on here? And they do hit us with an Octazooka. Does not debuff, so that's good. We're going to try and get off this drill run here and see what they want to do. If this lands, it'll do a decent amount of neutral damage. It does take them out. Escavalier hits so hard. But they do farm us down with Air Slashes. Resisted Air Slashes, guys. So we go into Ampharos. We are down to one Pokemon left, and not looking so good. They hit us with a Sludge Bomb. Interesting choice there. You definitely want to go Poison Fang if you guys are going to run Crobat in the Ultra League. Definitely go Poison Fang. It's going to be much better, much more energy efficient. They come in with a Roserade. They're resisting our Volt Switches, resist our Thunder Punches. They're just kind of like, I should have just top left, but I kind of just conceded there and just let them take us out. And that's a good game. Can't win them all. That last battle was brutal, guys. But let's see what we've got up next here. We are met with a Magnezone. Fantastic lead, guys. Magnezone wants no part of Escavalier. And they go right into a Glade, and we go into our Kingdra. This is an interesting matchup. Leaf Blade will hit for neutral damage because with our part Dragon typing, we do resist Grass type attacks. So we hit him with an Octazooka. They did 6 confusions, so this could be a close combat. So I am going to shield this. I want to keep switch advantage. And we now know that it's just going to be 2 Leaf Blades, so we can let this one go through. And maintain our alignment. We definitely want our Escavalier on that Magnezone, guys. Escavalier just runs right through Magnezone. And they do come back in with it. They're going to look to farm us down, but we are going to get to an Octazooka. They can't quite farm us down. We're going to get this off and hope for a debuff, and it'll do a decent amount of neutral damage. Magnezone is very glassy in all leagues. Even Master League is pretty glassy. So we're going to wait this down, anticipating an aggressive swap. No. Oh, okay, I remember this matchup. So we go into Ampharos because I was concerned that they might have a Wild Charge, and Ampharos will resist all of their charge moves. Mirror Shot, Wild Charge, Ampharos resists it. So they come in with a Venusaur. We try to get off that drill run on this Venusaur. Escavalier is a very, very dominant matchup up against Venusaur. That Frenzy Plant does barely anything. So we're just going to go straight drill run here. Yes, Megahorn would one-shot this thing, but if they aggressively swap to try and catch a Megahorn, I want to hit them with a drill run. That's why I'm just going straight drill run. It'll do plenty of neutral damage to this Venusaur. So that's what we're doing here. Shields are down, And yeah, we go straight drill run just in case they try to catch. If they try to catch a Mega Horn, they're going to get hit with a super effective drill run. So we go into our Ampharos. We aggressively swap to try and take out that Venusaur, but that's okay. They go into that Magnezone. We're going to hit with this Dragon Pulse. That does a lot of resisted damage. My goodness. And we're looking pretty good here, guys. Yes, Venusaur is a terrible matchup for us, but they're low enough to where we can just fast move down, and that is going to be a good game, guys. Very nice. Not bad for the first few battles in these Ultra Premier League, guys. That's the team. You can see we got a nice 4-1 set in our first few battles here in the Ultra Premier League. I had a lot of fun with this team. Very effective team in the Ultra Premier League, guys. I just wanted to build around the weaknesses. And oddly enough, we did not see any fire flying types in these battles, but you will see if you try this team, it counters anyone who's running a Charizard or a Talonflame or even a Typhlosion. You can do well up against those fire types. You're going to do well up against that Empoleon double dragon line that we all run into in the Ultra Premier League. Ampharos does super effective to Empoleon, and it does decent up against the Dragonite. And yeah, I had a lot of fun, guys. Let me know what you think of this team in the comments. Let me know if you're thinking about trying it. I will feature this team in some form down the line, but for now, I thank you for watching, guys. Thank you.